was me. What do? I just sit at home all day and talk shit about people. Oh my god! I'm a housewife!
No, hey, you're not a good one.
I could honestly watch 10 hours of Harley being cute. This might be a problem. Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Punkik Yoshi, or Alberto. Welcome back to another video. And who would have thought I'm talking about Harley Quinn? Guys, this show gives me genuine joy. I'm sorry. If you're watching this in the order of my YouTube channel, we ended off on episode 3, Moronic Man. And now we're on episode 7, so we got some ground to cover. I made that last video as an excuse to talk about Harley, my beloved, but also because they dropped the episode titles of everything from the season. So I think it'll be kind of fun to see what I got right and wrong from those predictions. They were mostly wrong. But also, we only have 3 episodes left in the season. So most likely, next video will be the season 5 extravaganza. We'll talk about those last 3 episodes and my final thoughts on the entire season as a whole. If you're new to our channel, hi, my name is Punkik Yoshi, and I love animation just as much as I love our peanut Harley Quinn. Although she definitely wouldn't want me because I'm a man, but you know, a man can dream. I'm just a boy. So let's start with episode 4, Breaking Brainiac. Amazing name. Wasn't Harley and Ivy breaking out of Brainiac's lair like I thought it was going to be. Instead, it's about Mr. Brainiac himself. Some deep lore that I didn't know we actually needed. Definitely handled it better than Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Although let's be real, which DC adaptation didn't handle Brainiac better? But here we're introduced to his family, and he's one job away from a crazy promotion. After making one-sided love to his wife, he sets out to make a perfect world with his buddy Coco. But when he returns, the whole planet Kolu was completely destroyed because of a 1% imperfection that the planet had. So he makes it his mission to make cities 100% perfect and bottle them up. And in present day, he has hundreds of them in his mothership. That's what leads us to present day, where he has Harley and Ivy trapped. Shout out to the reveal that Coco was dead the whole time. That actually caught me off guard, and was cool to see Harley call him out on his bullshit. But just as he's about to kill Harley, Lena steps in and stops him. So Brainiac erases her memory of the past episode, with a cool little Easter egg of the outro showing up as well. Kinda neat. He also does something similar when he addresses the audience in the latest episode. He has the ability to break the fourth wall like Deadpool. Brainiac zaps her back to her house, and Harley has a weird gut feeling about a giant skull in the back of her mind. Episode 5 starts with Harley and Ivy in their apartment, and Harley is dealing with this eerie feeling that she has just been brainwashed. Sean the Shark, not to be mistaken by Sean the Sheep, shows up and breaks Harley's expensive shower head, so she calls Bruce to fix it. He invites them to a big pasta dinner instead. I thought this was going to be a Bane episode and reference the recurring pasta maker joke, but I think they're done with that joke now. It's a sad, sad day. The episode continues with this murder mystery on who killed Alfred. Then there's some back and forth between all the characters, but Sean the Shark reveals that sharks have night vision and saw a skull hand Harley the knife to frame her for Alfred's murder. Harley, Ivy, and Sean find the secret passage through the vents which they follow, which leads them to Damien's room. So Harley calls a conference in the living room where he blames Damien, but he denies any relation to the murder. Bruce tells everyone that Alfred was faking it the whole time, and he does this every once in a while for attention. Real. And that's when Red X, the skull-shaped man, attacks Harley. What an awesome callback to the original Teen Titans. This is the first time we see Red X since the original show, soft confirming that Dick was a part of the Teen Titans when he was younger, but Dick came to kill Harley for betraying his trust. Bruce steps in and stops him, and apologizes for not being able to open up to him, which has caused a lot of issues for both of them. In a moment of desperation, Alfred shoots up Bane juice. He gets roided up in his body because he's sick and tired of all the shit that he does for the Bat family, as well as Joker's tower from season 1, Harley's parademon attack, and Jazzapajizza. Everyone there tries to neutralize him. They end up stopping him by getting his leg brace wet, and it electrifies him. The episode ends with Lois offering Harley a job at the Daily Planet so that they can try to figure out this whole Brainiac situation, and Ivy supports her decision to join. This episode was super wild, but it was a nice change of pace, and it was fun to see some of our Gotham friends again. Red X was an awesome addition to the episode, and some of that Batfam drama really carried. Episode 6 starts with that awesome cold opening from this video. Harley spills the beans that her and Ivy killed Jason Woodrow, and in a moment of anger, She disses Lois, which gives her that black eye you saw. She then storms the Daily Planet and blackmails Clayface into changing their story of Woodrow. So he calls Lois into his office, and this makes her quit. Up on the mothership, Lena and Brainiac have a disagreement, and she ends up dissing Coco, so Brainiac banishes her back to Earth and calls off the deal that they had where she would rule Metropolis. This pisses her off, so she tells Harley, Bane, and Clayface everything. Then they come up with a brilliant plan on telling everyone this very important information in the form of theater. You just gotta love how goofy this show is. Harley decides to audition for the role of Lena, which she desperately needs because she's been feeling super useless recently and is borderline having a midlife crisis. Harley then blackmails Clayface again to cast her as Lena, which brings us to the play, where Clayface casted himself as Brainiac, and after the actor who played Coco got eaten by Frank, they make him do the understudy and have him perform. The play itself is super awful in a comedic way, but they go through the events of Brainiac's life. Brainiac is also tuning into the play, and when they make fun of him for talking to his dead pet, in real time, he checks Coco and is finally able to see the pile of bones that he is, which throws him into a deep depression. During the intermission, someone goes behind the curtains and stabs Frank, and the episode ends with Ivy screams and cries for her lost son. Initially, I thought this episode was going to be a sad Harley episode, of them bottling their emotions, but with the context of episode 5 and 6, it clearly refers to Brainiac having the power to bottle up cities, and him bottling up his emotions, along with everyone else in the show, let's be real. However, episode 7 teaches us that it actually wasn't Brainiac that ended up killing Frank, like episode 6 made it seem, but it was actually Lena who did it because she hated the musical and was very upset that everyone was not taking the situation seriously, specifically Harley and Ivy. Episode 7 starts with Frank's funeral, who gives instructions on how to create an offspring of himself, which gives birth to Frankette. It's his own offspring, with his own DNA. That's Frankette. Ivy swears to avenge Frank. Lena storms into their apartment and tells them that she knows that Brainiac killed Frank. So they drop off Sean and Frankette at Bane's and teleport to Brainiac's ship, where he is found moping. After admitting that they're there to kill him, Brainiac sends his robots to start destroying Metropolis. They catch him off guard and bottle him up with his own gun. Then Brainiac shows them that Lena was the one who killed Frank, so Ivy goes to kill her. Lena narrowly escapes Ivy, so she goes to the Dutch immersion program with Bane to fend off the robots. Up on the mothership, Harley accepts Lena's help in stopping the invasion. In return, she would get something from Harley. Harley accepts because everyone she loves is in distress. Then, after the dust settles, Ivy congratulates Harley on stopping the invasion, but Harley quickly comes clean and tells her what she had to do to stop the invasion. Then Frankette is warped into the mothership. Lena knows that this is a catalyst and would probably cause the end of their relationship, or at least leave them in a bad standing. Very Baron Zemo of you, Lena. Ivy blames Harley for everything and shuns her for taking the bait, and the episode ends with Lena gaining complete control over Brainiac's ship, essentially getting everything she wanted all along. What an action-packed episode. You can tell that they shoved as many story beats as they could into this episode, so that they can make space for other stuff to talk about in the next 3 episodes. Which we still have a bottle episode coming up after next week's episode, which is called Family Feud, which I presume was about the Lex Luthor family, but I was essentially wrong with every prediction, so I might stop while I'm ahead. It could also be Harley, Ivy, and Frankette's family feud, now that I think about it. But hey, I guess we'll see when the next episode comes out. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more, please voice yourself in the comments. If this video gets a crazy 100 likes, I'll make a video next week just on episode 8, and we'll do a deep dive on that episode. Feel free to talk about her in the comments. This channel is a Harley Quinn positive environment. But with that, I'm going to end off today's video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more upcoming content. Or, if you're just cool beans, subscribing is cool. My name has been Alberto, or Punkyoshi. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.